Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the Minecraft video on the Farside server. I'm Atyrum, and I'm standing at the back porch of my house, and as you can see out here, there is actually a bridge connecting the other side of the bay over there to this side of the bay. That was built by Rasmus. It's basically to connect his house to the rest of the mainland without having to walk all the way over there. Or at least that's what I'm assuming. He hasn't told me exactly why he built this, but that's just my assumption. Anyway, it hasn't been very long at all since my last video. It's only been like a day. So not a whole lot has changed. Obviously nothing has happened inside my house. I haven't built anything new here. But I did build something else today, which I'll be showing you in a second. But first I wanted to go get a quick look at that bridge, because I haven't really looked at it myself. I just kind of saw it out of my house there. So anyways, here's that bridge. Looks like we got like a dock here, and Zangief's making a fishing hut down here. I don't know exactly what that's gonna be, but that's cool. Look, son, squids. I don't see any squids. So this is the bridge. I think I've shown Rasmus's house on camera before. I guess this is a little island or something. I don't know. Was this here before? This was probably here before, and I just don't remember. Or I didn't pay enough attention to the inside of the bay area over here. This area is covered. This looks pretty cool. It's like a canvas or something. I don't know if that's what it's meant to be. And here's his house. Nothing much in there. Suppose I don't really need to walk in there. And actually, I think another building changed since my last video, and that was this building right here. I don't think there was anything there last time. But that would be John, aka Vodka King's house. Or not his house. His house is over there. He's got 3 buildings now. I don't really know which one's which, because I think that's his potions house, his potion shop, and the other one's his house. And then this one has to be something different. Steampunk archway. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly what this building is. Or this building. Here's another building here. So this is the King's Pub version 3. So what was the deal with the whole? He had something outlined right here that was a lot bigger, but now it's gone. And there's 2 buildings now. So I suppose that's cool. Anyway, let's get on to what I wanted to show. The thing that I have been working on just today. I haven't really been working on it for a very long time, but it's over here. You may see this building over here. It sticks out quite a bit. Well, Annabelle's police call box over here kind of stands out too, because I mean, whoa, there's a hole there. Against all the browns and grays and greens over here, when you have some white and blue over here, it just looks kind of different, which is not a bad thing. I don't mind having some more color, although white isn't really color. But anyways, now what I built over here is chunk loading issues. No, but seriously, I said seriously. Come on now, load in. There we go. Alright, so I built, I don't know if you could tell what it is, because I downsized it quite a bit. It's definitely not to scale, and I kind of had to cut some details out to try and make it fit in this little area. I didn't want to take up too much space, but this would be the White House. And you may be wondering why I decided to build the White House, or why I built it so small. I actually built it so small, I think I just said that, is because I don't want to take up too much space in spawn. I know everybody kind of wants to build stuff here. But this will actually be my first shop, if you could call it that. It's going to be something that's free to use. So it's going to be a farm of some sort, and I will explain what it's still not loading in over here. I'll explain what that is at a later time, because there's still something to be done, and it's kind of something that I want to keep secret until I've actually built it. Because it's going to be pretty cool, though. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, this may be not instantly recognizable, but I think once I add the other thing to it, it'll be a lot more recognizable. There's a certain thing that goes with this that will make it, and I'm gonna make it a farm of some sort that will be free for everybody to use, or I might ask for a cost of some sort. But anyways, so yeah, it's not to scale. There's a lot of details I kind of skipped out on, like. There's not the same amount of windows, or the pillars numbers aren't the same. Like, especially on the front over here, I had a hard time trying to get the round area out front to look right. I mean, It's hard to make a circle. It looks like a circle when you only have so much space here. So I only have 4 pillars here, whereas the real White House has quite a few more pillars and more windows and all that stuff. But anyways, my goal is just to make it something that you could tell what it is. I don't really care if it's accurate or not. But yeah, so there's that. There's actually still some resource gathering I have to do before I can finish out the other piece of it. I actually did end up using up all my quartz on this, so I will have to go gather more quartz at some point, although I don't really need it right this moment. I mean, all I really need to do is add a ceiling / floor up here, and then that'll pretty much be good. I don't have anything else major to build on this, other than the other piece of it, which I'll be getting to maybe next episode, maybe the episode after that. But anyways, so what I actually need is I'm going to need a lot of dark blocks, either black or dark gray or something. And I have to figure something out first. I have to see what color, because I think hardened clay that you stay in black has actually come out really dark brown, which is definitely not what I want. So I need some kind of black block. Obsidian might do it, but I don't think I can really gather that much obsidian. It would take way too long. So I might need to go with wool. But if I go with wool, I don't have a sheep farm. So I'd have to go find some sheep. I don't think we have any sheep farms around spawn, so I'd have to find some sheep and probably some black dye too. So I think I already dyed some clay, black stained clay. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, that's brown. That is not black. That's the thing I don't like about the stained clay, is that it's a nice block, and I love stained clay, but the colors don't always match what they're supposed to be. Like, blue stained clay is purple, and black stained clay is brown. I mean, really, can I have my colors that I actually want? You know. Anyways, so I need some black dye, so that means I need some squids, and squids obviously spawn in the ocean, and well, I happen to have enchanted this nice helmet here, which was almost mostly luck. But this is exactly what I needed. Respiration and Aqua Affinity, but plus the added bonus of Protection 4 and Unbreaking 3. Like, that is the best helmet I could ever have wanted. So, actually, in case you guys didn't know, we're on the new snapshot now. That would be, what is that, 14W02C? So I did enchant that with a new enchanting system. And the new enchanting system is pretty interesting. I'm going to explain it real quick here. Although I don't have anything to enchant right now. I don't have 30 levels. And also I have my texture pack on. So let's turn that texture pack off, so you can see things. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, there's a little spot right here for something else. Obviously that is lapis right there. So you put an item in here, whatever you want to enchant. I don't really have anything that's enchantable right now. Yeah, so you'd put one item in there to be enchanted. It would pop up with all your selections right here. You could hover over them, and it'll tell you one of the enchants that you're going to get. So when I enchanted that helmet, it told me I was going to get Aqua Affinity, so I figured that's a pretty safe bet. I enchanted it at level 30, and the new thing here is when you enchant at level 30, it actually only costs you 3 levels. You just need 30 levels in order to get to a level 30 enchant. You don't actually use the 30 levels to enchant with, if that makes any sense. I'm sure I'll demonstrate this on camera at some point. I just don't have 30 levels at the moment to do it with, but yes. And then you have to use lapis. You use 3 lapis to get to the 3rd level down here. You would use 2 to get to level 2 right here, and you only use 1 to get to level 1 right here, which is not actually the actual levels you need to. Well, you need 1 level to enchant here, 2 to enchant here, 3 to enchant here, and then the corresponding number of lapis. And then the XP levels that are on there, that are attached to them, are the XP levels required to get to those, but you don't actually use those XP levels to enchant. If that makes sense at all. I've tried to make it as clear as I can. But anyways, so what I'm going to be doing this episode is going squid hunting, and with my new helmet, that should make it a bit easier. And I also, I don't know if I'm really going exploring very far, but it'd be nice to explore far enough to find some of the new stone blocks. I mean, you can make the new stone blocks with cobblestone and quartz, but quartz, I've kind of run out of quartz actually. But other than that, I mean, quartz is a kind of rare resource. I mean, you have to go to the nether to get it, and it's a fairly limited quantity. I mean, in the same way coal is, and you wouldn't really use coal. I mean, coal you use pretty quickly for a lot of things, but I don't know. Quartz is still kind of a finite resource that I don't want to be using up on decorative. Well, obviously I'm using quartz for decorative things, but I don't want to waste it on something like that when I can go get those blocks, those new stone blocks, without needing quartz. If that makes any sense, I'm kind of rambling about that here. But anyways, also new with the new enchanting system is the fact that repairing is a lot easier. Like I repaired my bow like to full durability, and it only cost me like 3 levels, which is amazing because if I tried to repair this thing to full durability like before this update, it would have been too expensive, and I would have had to repair it in like small increments. Almost. Yeah, I mean the exterior of the White House itself is done, but there's still that other piece, the other half of it that I have to do that involves the farm part. And that will come with time. I don't actually know where I'm heading here. I kind of meant to go to the ocean, but the ocean is not this way. What the heck am I doing? Okay, so ocean, not this way. I could have sworn we have the bay over there, so I thought the ocean would be kind of this way, but maybe not. Maybe the land kind of sweeps around like this. Alright, let's try heading back that way. Also, my food is running out very quick. Again, I do not like this food that runs out so quick because it requires you to farm it a lot more often, which is really just tedious and not fun, and it doesn't add difficulty. That is not difficulty making things tedious. But anyways, that's besides the point. I've talked about that before, so let's not talk about that again because that does not seem like a fun thing to do. So anyways, yeah. So again, it's only been a day since my last episode, but before that, it had actually been a little while since my last episode. Like before that, like 10 days or something. So yeah, I don't like to have that long go between my videos, but I kind of got caught up in stuff and forgot to record. I wasn't playing a whole lot. I mean, you might have been able to tell when I posted that video that I didn't. All I got done was the interior of my house. I didn't really do a whole lot else. So yeah, here we are in a swamp. This is a swampland, a regular swampland. So I think you could actually find slimes here, unlike in the swampland M biome, like I was talking about earlier in my last video, in which you cannot find slimes because something. Alright, there should be an ocean, like right here. This isn't really an ocean, this is just more swamp. There is some clay here. Clay would be nice. I suppose I could show off the capabilities of... Oh, there's some squids over there. I show off the capabilities of my nice shovel as well as my new helmet, which allows me to dig basically at the speeds that you'd be able to dig above ground. I say basically, but it's basically literally I could dig at the speeds I can above ground. So that is very nice. So let's kill some squid, get some ink sacs, and I'll use those ink sacs to dye wool. And I'm going to need a lot of wool. So I may need to find some sheep and start a sheep farm. Because, yeah, I'm going to need quite a bit of it. The other piece of the farm that I'm building around the White House is actually going to be larger than the White House, I think. I mean, I might downsize it a bit, but... I mean, I did downsize the White House too, but... I might be downsizing that a bit more too, just so I can make it manageable. I'm not... See, we've already passed the three week mark, so we can move out of spawn anytime. And I'd kind of like to get started on some of the things that I'm planning on building, because I have some ideas, and it kind of depends on what kind of biomes I can find to build in. But I have some ideas I really want to get started on for some really massive like builds. I mean, building a spawn, I'm kind of limited as to how big I can build. I mean, not really. I mean, I can kind of go out a little ways and build as big as I want, but other people want to build spawn too, and everybody has to build their shops and houses and whatnot. And I don't want to take up too much space, so yeah, I definitely do want to move out of spawn soon, find my permanent base location, or at least permanent until I decide to move again, which hopefully shouldn't be for quite a while yet. Probably not until we get another biome update, if we do get more of those. So, yeah, not really going to talk about what exactly I'm planning on building in my permanent base location, because I haven't found whatever biomes I am searching for, and I haven't really gone exploring for those biomes at all. Alright, these squids are way out in the open ocean, so that's going to be kind of hard to pick up their drops, which is kind of a pain. There are a lot of squids out here, though. Oh, I guess wow, lots of squids. I almost said lots of pigs. Those are not pigs. Squids, the pigs of the sea. So this is real fun. I've never actually gone like squid farming before. I've never really needed ink sacs for much, so this is an entirely new experience for me and possibly for you too. I've thought about building an underwater base, but I feel like those are something that does get done a lot. I mean, it's gotten easier with some of the new enchants and also like water breathing potions make it a lot easier to do stuff underwater, but I don't know, I feel like that's something that's been done a lot and it's still kind of difficult to build underwater, so I don't want to make it too much of a pain. I mean, stuff like expansions is going to require you to dig stuff out, and then you got water flowing into your base now, and that just gets to be kind of a pain. So I'm definitely going to be building above ground, something of some sort, some kind of fortress castle of some sort. And the shape of that will depend on what kind of biomes I find and what shape the biomes are. Like, are they mountainous or are they flat? We'll just have to see. I'll tell you one thing though, I'm not going to be building like a gray stone castle. I'm going to be building castle fortress of some other colorful blocks to make it more interesting. And of course, again, will depend on what biomes I find. This little square over there, I don't know if that leads anywhere or not. Or if that's just a random, yeah, it's just a random block. Alright. I hear zombies though. Entities. There's definitely a cave down here. I don't really care about that. I'm not here to go caving. You know what sucks about the new oceans? Is that it's all gravel down here. All of it. It's all gravel. That's just so boring. It's all one block. It looks boring. It's not as interesting as when it was all dirt and sand and gravel and clay and all that stuff. Now it's just gravel down there, and that's just kind of sad. I don't really like that. I feel like these gravel oceans are just not a good improvement. I mean, the ocean size has shrunk, so you don't really have to put up with it as much, but still, this is a bit disappointing, I will say. Alright, I don't know exactly how many ink sacs I really need, because I may just end up finding some sheep and bringing them back to my place and starting a temporary sheep farm, because that may be the easiest thing to do. And then I'll have to spend a little while farming, but in the meantime I can work on the interior of my house, because that's something that actually does need to be done. And I still have to build a second shop, aside from the shop/farm that I am building within the White House and around the White House. So I'm not entirely sure what kind of shop I'm going to build. I thought about making a flower shop, but I couldn't really come up with a good way to gather the flowers. It wouldn't involve me running all over the plains biomes and finding flowers, and then when I run out of flowers there, I have to go find another plains biome. So, yeah, I don't really have a good way to gather flowers, so that's not something I really think I'm going to do. I may wait and see if I build my base in a biome that has certain biome-specific blocks that I may want to bring back and try and sell, but I don't know. It all depends on what kind of biome I find when I go exploring for my permanent base. And I think I'm heading the right way back to spawn. Yes. It looks like I'm heading about the right way. Basically should just head straight this way. Spawn's about at 200, so I should just head straight this way and maybe a little to that way. And I should get back to spawn. Back to spawn. Yeah, I definitely recognize this area. I've gone exploring around here enough times that I kind of recognize the area. So this episode, I suppose it's probably been a bit boring. I haven't done a whole lot interesting. I mean, I showed off my White House and then I went squid hunting, which isn't the most entertaining video out there, but I promise next episode will be something interesting and cool. I'll probably be working on some interior design on my house, or maybe I'll have done all that off camera and I'll be showing it off. So there's that to look forward to. Look like we got a lava pool over here that burned down some of this forest. Luckily I didn't get too far because we have a lot of wooden structures around to spawn and those could burn pretty easily. I don't know if fire spreads. Well, obviously fire spread must be on to some extent because all that stuff over there burned, but yeah. Anyways, we're back at spawn. What the heck is all this? Is this another building? Does John have another building over here? I mean, sheesh. How many buildings are you gonna build at spawn, dude? I mean, really? How? Why? Anyways, now we're back at spawn, and I figure I'll walk back over to my White House just to give a quick look before I end the episode off. And after that, I will see you guys in the next video. Annabelle has her skin back. We've been having some issues with the skins not loading. I guess the Minecraft servers are not, or the skin servers have been down or having issues or something like that. So yeah. Oh, this building might be new, I think, since last video. Definitely looks very similar in style to a lot of the other stuff around spawn, so that's cool. Although also I'd like to be seeing some new stuff. Some new stuff would be cool. Some different styles and whatnot. Anyways, there's my little White House over there. And here's some stupid eggs popping in my inventory again. Dang it. Eggs. And also fall damage. This is actually a sunflower plains biome. That's pretty interesting. And here's zombies. What's my entity count at? Oh, it's only at 180 total. That's pretty good considering the entity count down where the zombies were was 180 alone, not even counting everywhere else. Now that it's down to 180 in all of spawn, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Although we were having some lag issues because of item frames, but those have been removed. Kind of a problem that item frames are causing lag like that, but not much we can do about that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. I will see you guys next time. Yay!